watching Let's Chat.
Believe it or not, flu season is here. Actually, flu season never really and truly went away, but it is coming back now. And it's important that you consider getting your flu vaccination in addition to shingles and pneumonia. Willie LaBonne is here joining us with QuikSurg Medical Care. Hi, Willie. Good to see you. We were talking, and you brought in this study from the Center for Disease Control. 70 million, let that number sink in, 70 million flu vaccines delayed this year. Why?
Well, the flu has been kind of crazy this past couple years, so it keeps mutating, and they can't really narrow down which strains they need to actually put in the vaccine to make it effective. So back in March, when they were supposed to make that decision, this was delayed about 3 to 4 weeks.
Right.
And that's what caused the delay, because they couldn't really narrow down which strains.
That means if you're going to get the flu shot, you may have to wait an additional 3 to 4 weeks.
Yes.
Which can in many cases make the difference between you getting the flu or you not getting the flu.
Absolutely, yes.
And the flu strains that we have seen over the past couple of years, the number of cases has been very high, and there's been an even higher number of deaths directly attributable to the flu. Who should get the flu shot first?
Well, I mean, people who tend to be sick, of course, the CDC recommends that anybody 6 months and older will actually get the flu shot.
Wow.
So across the board, last year only about 37% actually got it. So that was a kind of a low number.
37%.
37%. So
if you do get the vaccine, what are your odds on not getting the flu?
Well, you might still, because again, the flu mutates so fast that you might still get it. What we're hoping is that you don't get it as severe,
right?
And that the symptoms really, not take you to the hospital.
What if you're one of these individuals that are allergic to the flu vaccine, or you can't take it for one reason or another? Is there a preventative theory or anything you can do to maybe avoid that?
Yeah, so a couple things. The flu vaccine used to be made on mainly eggs. So people who are allergic to eggs, of course, couldn't take it. Now they do have a different variation that is not made with eggs. It's made actually in kidneys of dogs. So that one is actually safe for people who have the egg allergy.
Right.
Otherwise, if you've had a severe reaction to a previous flu shot or anything like that, then preventative medicine is probably the best thing.
And this is one of the more conventional egg-based flu serums.
Yes.
And it's not a painful shot. I don't know if you can see the needle here in this particular syringe. It's already been covered up, but it's kind of flexible. It's a very small gauge needle. It doesn't hurt, it's quick, and it raises your odds of not getting the flu.
Yes, and even if you get it, hopefully the side effects and of the flu, you won't get as sick as if you didn't get it.
What if you do get the flu, whether you've had the vaccine or not? How can you help us either minimize the standards and minimize the discomfort?
Well, the biggest thing is a lot of times it's hard to distinguish between the flu and the common cold, for example. The flu tends to be, of course, a lot more severe.
Right.
So if you start feeling worse and worse, I mean, the best thing is literally to stay at home so you don't continue contaminate everybody else. But if you need to go to your primary care physician, of course, the sooner you can get there, the better, because the sooner you can get the antiviral for the flu, the better odds you have to and not end up in the hospital or anything like that.
And you were telling me also one of the big dangers of if you do get the flu, you can easily contract pneumonia.
Absolutely, yeah. So that was the problem last year. A lot of people got the flu. The flu itself didn't really make them that sick, but then a few weeks later, they end up contracted the pneumonia, and that's when they got really very, very sick.
IV hydration therapy can also help in this situation.
Absolutely.
And you have that available.
Yes,
correct?
we do have that available. Injections with vitamins, IV therapy, all that actually helps. Rest, of course, eating right, exercise, all those things that are kind of common sense, but most people don't do.
Very quickly, how long does the IV therapy take from the time the needle goes in?
Anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes, depending what you're getting.
And that's a pretty good investment in your future health and in not getting the flu and in not getting pneumonia. So,
absolutely.
Wow. Willie, we'll have you back here over the coming weeks.
Thank you so much.
Get the vaccine. It's time for flu. It's time for pneumonia. It's time for shingles. Get them all knocked out. Stop by QuikSurg at 400 North Market Street, Suite 114, 551-3400. The phone number and the website is QuikSurg, QuikSurg.com. We're back.